Hi everybody, it's Kathy here, and we are back with an all about that base, no trouble, on day one with the base number one. And remember, we have pulled together some bases using our scraps, and this is the one I'm going to start with. It is a Christmas one, and I'm going to use this photo of my son-in-law, and it's perfect. I just have been waiting to scrap this one for ages, and now I am going to put it together on this pre-made base that we made last month, ready to go for this hop on Ginger's Corner. Now I will have all the details for this hop down in my description box below, and all the wonderful talented people who are playing along. Go and check them out, leave them some love, and don't forget that this is a 20-day hop, so there'll be lots of inspiration for you to use your scraps and to get some layouts done. Alright, so I have pulled together some more scraps here, and I'm going to triple mount this photo because I'm using the colours from the layout, and I'm going to make it just stand out from that base that I've created. Now, if you remember back when I created this base, and if you don't, I'll have a link to that video that you can follow in my description box down below, and also up here on the icon. I have left a gap in the border punching area. That was because I didn't have full amounts of strips, but that's okay because this photo is now going to cover that up in the page. So as I said, I am going to triple mount this photo, and that's because the background is quite a bit busy with the pattern paper, but this allows the photo to pop on the page. Now, I seem to be doing this quite slowly, and I'm just making sure that you can see that with the fiskars, after a while, they do tend to warp, which is a little bit sad, and then they don't always cut true to your measurement. But if you have the guide wire in there, you have an accuracy by using that guide wire to guide you. And I find that even when I've got a brand new one, I just tend to use that guide wire to guide my cutting so that it is straight and even across my layouts. So this one, as I said, is triple mounted. All of these pieces are scraps or leftovers from previous layouts, and I'm just putting them there to cover up that space which I said was in that paper punching along the middle there on this horizontal strip. Well, actually it's a vertical strip because I'm using it in the vertical position. So now this is how I am mounting my photo. It looks like I need a new blade. It's starting to frazzle or fray a little bit, so I need to invest in a new set of blades. So once my photo is in place, I'm then able to build up my embellishment clusters, which I've gone through my Christmas ephemera, and I've chosen colours that are reflected in my son-in-law's shirt there, and that's why I have the colours there. Now I do have those two string of lights there, which in the end don't make it onto the layout, but I pulled them anyway because I just wanted to make sure I had enough things to build my clusters. So this is a photo of him going to work one day. He works in a school, and so he clipped all of his Christmas beard dangles on, and so he has little Christmas lights all through his beard. And my daughter took the photo thinking that it was quite a funny thing for him to go to work with his beard all decked out for Christmas. So he's he is a bit of he has converted to the love of Christmas from us, because we are a little bit Christmas mad in my household, and he has joined in with a good spirit and having fun as well. So this is why I'm putting there as naughty or nice jingle bells, because that was him conceding to my daughter, insisting that he needed to deck his beard. So I'm just building up the clusters so that I make sure that I have matching elements in each. So I have the presents there at the top, and I have the presents down the bottom one, and I have presents to the side. I'm really sorry for the background noise today. All my neighbours have suddenly decided that today they're going to be noisy, which is pretty unusual because generally I live in a very, very quiet town. So I'm just going to now adhere everything into place, and this is how easy they come together when you have the bases already done. lot of the decision making is taken out of your hands, which is pretty good. And it is using up all your scraps and putting them into layouts. I don't know about you, but you loved your paper when you first used it, so why not use it again in a different way, in a different layout? And by building the bases to start with, that it takes all that decision making out of your hands. All you have to do is work out how that layout's going to come together finally. I am adding some foam tape in here behind some of these elements because I want them to stand up and give dimension. And I'm just layering up these trees to build this cluster down the bottom. And you'll notice that each of my clusters have 5 elements to them. They're the odds. That's important because it's pleasing for the eye. And I make sure that the colours are complementary to the photo at all times, and that allows the photo to stand out despite what's going on in the background. And I'm just putting in the final star here with a bit of layering up. I found that star that's tied a little bit of gold. Each of my clusters has a little bit of gold in it as well. And when they all form up, you can see that it comes out nice and balanced on the layout. So I have my 3 clusters which create my 3 focal points. I have 3 picture corners. The whole page is centered in the middle, and then that top cluster was 1 short, so I went and found a black and white ornament which then tied in the color scheme. I've added in some gold shimmers there just to finish off those clusters and set up my visual triangle, and that's how this layout has come together. Pretty easy, pretty simple. As I said, the bulk of the work was done by having that base done. This is my first one completed. I hope there's something here that has inspired you. I hope you find some inspiration to pull out your scraps, create some bases and get going with some pre-made bases. This is layout number 1 for me. Please check back again for all the rest. We're doing 20 in 20 days. These are my clusters that I've pulled together, nice and easy, nice and bright, nice and colourful. It's a Merry Christmas layout. Thanks for checking me out. Give me a thumbs up if you like what I've done. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you aren't already a member. Thanks if you are. Happy scrapping till next time, and here's my recommendation for your next viewing.